Playful game. Entering team select screen. The Detroit Lions, the home team, are selected. Ready.
It's Madden NFL 23, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Entering play call screen.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Categories: formation, play type, option, run, pass, quick pass, standard, shotgun pass, mesh, slants, sail.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Inside him, AHD blunt dive. Zone weak.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. First carry now for David Montgomery. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Entering play call, AHD blunt dive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Entering play call. AHD blink dive. Option. Run. Pass. Quick pass. There are 6. Stand. Shotgun pass. Mesh. Slants. Sail.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Triangle.
Here's Fields. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Throws out a little too far. He brings up 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Entering play call, shotgun pass. There are 6 categories. You have 97 options. Jet angle is selected.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Circle button.
Out of the gun,
Circle
Fields.
Button. Triangle button.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Entering play
and they'll work this down inside the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Option, play, RPO, run, pass. Quick pass, errors, standard, quick pass, Y stick.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Malik McDowell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Entering play call, plan, there are 8 player, there are 8 cat, formation, there, play type, run, pass. Quick pass, there are 6 standard, shotgun pass, mesh, slants. Sail.
On 4th down, Fields.
Square button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Entering play call, play type, run. Pitch. There are 7 categories. You have 3 outs, inside hand, AHB blunt dive, zone weak.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Mesh, slants, sail.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Cross button.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here.
And
at the 7, touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Coach suggestions.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw, Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Past the 20. 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up
Entering
early,
play
and they
call,
appear to be
coach
totally dialed in.
suggestions. There
And
are
that
8
offense, they're
categories.
forced to
You
run
have
right back
15
out. Still
options.
shaking up a
Add them
bit,
to
but
selected.
feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick 6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Categories.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Categories. There are 6 subcategories. Option set. Run. Pass. Run. Pitch. Out. In. FD run. Draw. Triangle button.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And down he goes just beyond the 35. That pretty move got him some extra space to run. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Defense is always having a goal to holding run out for 100 yards. But he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side.
Square button.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Red option. Shovel up. Red option. Play type. There are run. Pass. Quick pass. There are step. Shotgun pass. Mesh. Slant. Sail.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Fields. Avoids him at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Complete to Dante Pettis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Slants. Sail.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Room here to run. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Add attempt is selected.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Off play action. Here's Goff. This one swung out to Williams.
Entering
nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Option run. In AHP blunt dive.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score
21-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Entering play call. AHP block dive. Play type option. Run. Pass. Quick pass. Standard. Shotgun. Mesh. Slants. Sail.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here. He'll stop near the 35 at the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Outside, inside handoff. AHP blunt dive.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Entering play call. AHP blunt dive.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd and a yard, Fields.
Square button.
That is caught at the 7. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll run with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Quick pass, there are 6 categories. Standard, shotgun pass. Net, slants. Sail.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Cross button.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year.
Entering play call,
as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. They start the drive on the ground. It's Will puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Jamal Williams, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Coach suggestions.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Nifty move. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Fields on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Entering play call. Shot.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Second down at 5.
R1 button.
Fields.
Circle button. Circle button.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Play call. Shotgun pass. There are 6 cat. Play type. There are run. Pass. Shot. Play action. Screen pass. Play action. Pass sprint H. Combo. Wide drag wheel. Combo slide. Wide drag wheel. Combo belt key. Jet sweep. Combo.
Off play action. Fields.
Triangle.
He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Action pass. Shotgun pass. Mesh. Sail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You have 97 options. Jet angle is selected. Mesh spot. Slants. Sail.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Triangle
Here's
button.
Fields.
Triangle button.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fields pass complete to Dante Pettis.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Entering plate. Mesh spot. Jet angle. Run. Pass. Play action pass. Pass sprint 8. Boot slide. Wide drag wheel. Convex wided. Deep curl. Posted. Boot slide. End around sift.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Lions offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They throw right away, and it's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 7. To throw is gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Bears. Sets up first down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get around. He won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Entering play call, play type. There are 8 categories. There are 6 subcategories. Pop, run, counter. There are 7. Kick, out, inside handoff. AHP blunt dive.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Montgomery. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers and brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run forward Montgomery, and he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. He'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for another look at this Lions offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They begin, and he loses the football a second time. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here's Jack Fox now. On the return is Pettis. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Shotgun pass, mesh, slants, sail.
Back to throw, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pick.
When you see zone defense, you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On play action, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this down at about the 37. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Entering play call. Run. Pass. Screen pass. Hail Mary. Play action. Pass. Pagod slide. Kawai drag wheel. Kawai drag wheel. Pagod LT. Post dig. Pagod. Post Pagi curl. Kawai cross. Pagod slide. Kawai cross.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Circle button.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Entering play call. Play action pass. Error. Pass sprint HB. Pagod slide. Kawai drag wheel. Kawai drag wheel. Pagod LT. Post dig. Pagod. Pa and around sift.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the Jaguars as that one's gone to halftime. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
It's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
Running lanes are a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Now the point after try for Santos.
Selected.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go, baby.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he's forced out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Josh Reynolds.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. He is out of bounds right around the 34. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Entering play call, play type. There are 8 categories. There are 6 subcategories. Option is set to play action pass. 58 plays. You have 5 options. Run. Opt. Run. Pass. Play action. Screen pass. Play pass. Pog wide red. Convex wide. Podgy curl. Wide cross. Boot slide. Paw and around sift. Jet. Paw and around sift.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Circle button.
Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Flat, Puffla, Pa convex wide, Pa expose cross, Pa boot LT, Pa and around. Kawai drag wheel. Kawai drag wheel. Kawai cross. Ka boot slide. Ka end around. Cross button.
Play action. It's Fields.
Circle button. Square button.
Here's Griffin on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Entering play. Hospital. Combat slide. Kawai drag wheel. Kawai drag wheel. Kaji curl. A post dig. Kabu. A post dig.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields now to throw.
Square button.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Entering play call. Play run. Pass. Play action. Screen pass. Play shotgun pass. Mesh. Slants. Sail.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Entering play call. Mesh spot. Slant. Sail.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Triangle button.
Here's Fields.
R1 button. R1 button. Circle button. R1 button.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
They had to write down in the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Fields going to keep it once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Carlos Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
There are 8 categories. You have 5 options. Option is selected. RPO. Option. Run. Pass. Quick pass. Y stick. Quick slants. Triangle button.
Following the fumble recovery. Fields.
Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Entering Y stick. Click, run, pass. Quick extend, shotgun pass. Sail.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Square button.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Entering play call. Mesh slant sail.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Triangle
now
button.
It's Fields.
Circle button.
He'll get that complete to his tight end Komet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Entering play. Mesh. Jet angle. Click, run. Pass. Shot. Play action pass. Post. Padu. Pawai drag reel. Paconvex. Paji curl. Papost dig. Padu. Papost dig.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fields on first down.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a first and goal.
Entering play call. Play run. Pass. Play action pass. Shotgun pass. Mesh. Slants. Sail.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing again is Fields. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Mesh, slants, sail.
To throw is Fields.
Cross button, circle button, cross button.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They run it again with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards rushing for the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 41, Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This pass complete to Reynolds. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll line up a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Throw left side to Reynolds. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps how a guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
97, mesh, slants, sail, play, run, pitch. There are 7 outside handoff, inside handoff, AHB blunt dive.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Entering plate, AHD, 20, AHD state, plate, auction, run, pass, quick step, shotgun pass, play action, cost, cover, wide drag wheel, a convex wided, deep curl, a convex wided.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 7 on a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A posted. Padu. A posted.
Play action, Fields.
Circle button. Circle button.
That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Entering play, pass sprint, boots, wide drag wheel, boot LT, jet sweep.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Fields.
Triangle button.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Wide drag wheel, deep curl, post dig.
On play action, Fields.
Circle button, triangle button, circle button, circle button.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here come the Lions now. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 24, Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing on third, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because a bunch of sack after sack happened, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and long. Fields looking to... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football at 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Entering play call, play type, error 8 categories, error 6 subcategories, options set to shotgun plus 90.
They say the knee was down and that will not be ruled a fumble.
There are 7 categories. You have 3 options with pitches selected.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long.
Cross button.
Delay of game, offense.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Shotgun, play action, pass, Oscar, Kabu, Kawai drag, Conky curl.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Triangle button, circle button, triangle button, circle button, triangle button.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Man free keep.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Goff now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Maher able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Play, run. Pitch, there, outside hand, inside hand, AHB blunt dive.
It's showtime, baby. Let's do it.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Play action, pass sprint, boots, wide drag reel, LT. A post dig.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Press button.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
And this will be caught by Mooney. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Entering play call, play action pass, there are 6 cat, play type, run. Counter, pitch, outside handoff. Inside hand, AHD blunt dive, zone weak.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Going up the gut, Montgomery shifts by him at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Oh, heck of a move. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Entering play call, special teams, we have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3.
Entering
play what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Goff on 1st down. Screen play set up for Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Now it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 50, it's gone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. There's Goff. And he he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On first down, it's gone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by Moore, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Play tight, option. Run. Inside handoff, there are 7 PHP blunt dive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Cross button.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 71 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Entering play call, special teams, who had 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So out now come the Lions. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing again is Goff. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. To the air again. Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. To throw is Goff. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Goff. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Entering play call, play type, error, option, run, inside, AHB blunt dive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
R1 button, R1 button, R1 button, R1 button, R1 button, square button.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bears, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
Entering post-game, view highlights is selected.